Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the Brett Allen Show. Today, we're chatting with Jackson White, star of Tell Me Lies, coming soon, very soon on Hulu. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, this is a fantastic show. You have definitely struck gold with this one. So, congratulations.
Thanks.
How exciting is it? Has it finally hit you that this is going to be available soon? I've had the privilege of watching the first few episodes, and it is definitely a banger for sure.
Hell yeah, definitely a banger. Hasn't hit me yet. I don't know if it will. I was just excited to make it. I think I'm at that point where I I don't get attached to anything possible that could happen from it. Or I'm trying not to be attached to anything. Um, I'm just happy that we made something we're proud of, and we get to see what happens now.
Yeah, you bring up something interesting. I'm very curious. As an actor and a storyteller, when you do create something like that, do you have to sort of force yourself once you complete the work, you know you've done your best, especially on this project, and just kind of leave it up to the entertainment gods, so to speak, and just kind of let go? Because I mean, you've done so many projects. I mean, and they're all good. So it's like comparing, who's your favorite child? You can't just pick one because they're all the best.
Sure. Yeah, no, I think I mean, that's nice of you to say. It still feels like I'm rather new in this industry, just because there's so much I want to do. But I definitely learned early that the more emotional attachment I have to it after you've made it, the more room there is for heartbreak and anxiety. So the practice is, yeah, like, just put everything into it while you're making it, and then enjoy your real life when you're not. And that's the goal, hopefully.
Yeah, it's like dating, right? If it doesn't work out, you move on. You don't
Yeah.
stalk the person on Facebook or Instagram to see what they're up to.
Unless you're
Uh,
on the show, and then you do.
yeah, I was gonna. That was the point of the joke. Very good. One last question here. What attracted you to the project? What sort of made you go, I have to do this?
It was a an in-depth look at an otherwise villainous sort of one-side character on the page that I knew had this really complicated, intricate backstory that made him the way he is. And what was exciting for me is to go in there and figure out why this person is the way he is. I think that's the most exciting thing, is seeing a character one way, but he's a completely different way behind that. And that was the fun part for me, is finding those two sides.
Well, hats off to you, Jackson. This is great. I can't wait for people to watch. Again, we've been a huge fan of your work over here. This is a banger, folks. Please don't miss this when it becomes available. It is going to change your world, and might keep you up late at night too.
Yeah, it's going to make you really anxious and sweaty, but enjoy.
Right. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a great day.
All right.
Brett Allen from the Brett Allen Show, chatting with Brandon, Spencer, and Benjamin about Tell Me Lies, a brand new anthology series coming here very soon on Hulu. Thank you all for your time today. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. Likewise.
Well, I'm very excited. This show is just absolutely spectacular. Brandon, we'll start with you. Your character, very interesting, very exciting. I mean, this whole thing is just one heck of a ride. Let's talk about your experience with this and what interested you in playing this character in particular. You've had a lot of great roles in your career so far, but this one I find very fascinating.
Yeah. It was different than anyone I've experienced so far. We got blessed with, great cast, great writers, great showrunner. And I think, being able to play a rich Black kid that's at an all-white school is very intriguing to me, because I feel like you don't see that
Right.
very often, if ever, in on TV. And I've been in similar situations. I'm not rich, but not yet.
Oh,
But,
you're not? Okay.
No, not quite yet. Not quite
For the
yet.
record. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good
right. Just so everybody knows, I have no money at all. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not quite, rich like Evan, but I went to a private university and experienced similar things. So it was just very intriguing to me for those reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Benjamin, I'm a huge fan. I've loved watching your work. and some of the projects that you have been a part of. Again, all of these
Thank
roles I
you.
think
Thank
are
you.
very, absolutely very unique and different for all of you, but yet the writing oftentimes, if not every time, is really what lends to a great show like this. Benjamin, in your experience as an actor and a storyteller, is there something in particular that you like to look for, say in a character like this, that makes you go, I would really find this fascinating, and I could see myself creating this person's world and jumping into their skin, so to speak, and playing the character?
Yeah, I really look for roles where these characters have like these inner demons to fight against. Like for me, growing up acting, it was really boring to get the boy next door role for every single thing that I did. So finding a character with like some depth and levels to him is definitely what I look for. Um, yeah, especially with Drew, like just reading about like what he goes through. I was really excited to put that from the page to the screen.
Absolutely. Spencer, we'll wrap with you. Again, you do just a great job as well in this.
Thank you.
And again, absolutely, your character has a lot of depth, a lot of layers to that person in particular. When you get a script like this and you look at it, is there a particular process that you have to go through, or that you like to go through, when sort of trying to figure out this person's character uh, and how you're going to crawl into their skin?
Yeah, I think you do that with every job. You go about ways of. I won't bore you with how on different things. I will say though, one thing that's easy to talk about, and a good example would be like I wasn't a great athlete growing up, and I know there are friends of mine who were, and so studying them and having them take me through the ropes of what it's like, the mentality of being an athlete and how that affects everything you do in your day-to-day life. And so that was a big thing. So I did a little like football camp with a buddy of mine, Nikki, and a little shout out to him. But he was a great coach, and so that was fun to do that physical work. But yeah.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations to all of you. All the success is well deserved. Brandon, Spencer, and Benjamin, thank you all for your time. Can't wait
Thank
to
you.
see you on the next one. Take care.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you. Perfect. Brett Allen from the Brett Allen Show, chatting with Kat, Alicia, and Sonia about Tell Me Lies. Such a fantastic show. I think people are going to just be over the moon when they have a chance to watch it. Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about this, Kat. We'll start with you. This is one of the best shows I think that is going to be available on television because it's just that good. It's got all of the genres that you could want in good entertainment. Let's talk about your experience and what people can expect when they have an opportunity to watch.
Well, I had an awesome time shooting. We've just been saying how like lovely everybody was in the cast and how much we really all did get along so well. I think it reads so well on screen, our chemistry with one another, and I think that's a huge reason why people are liking it, is because you can tell that like we just had a good time, and that's fun to watch.
Yeah, when there's chemistry and you can see it bleed through, I think that's one thing. But when everybody is really close and friends and you get along well with everybody, all your scene partners, I think that is equally amazing. Alicia, let's talk about what your experience was like and sort of what interested you in the project and made you decide that this was something that you wanted to be a part of.
Well, the experience, like Kat said, was amazing. And we were shooting in Atlanta for 6 months. So it really felt like that was my home. Like I really kind of just like flowed into it. And it felt like I had never been anywhere else in my life, which was actually like really nice to feel like really settled down and comfortable. And sorry, what was the other question?
Just, your overall experience and what sort of drew you into the project.
Oh, okay. The writing is really amazing. It was really detailed and like very specific, and everything felt like it was happening on purpose, you know, like everything was really thought out, and it's really fun. Like there's like always something to like keep you like turning the page or like watching the next episode.
Yeah, and I've seen all of them, and it's really good. Sonia, you do just a fantastic job in this. I think people are really going to love it. What is your mindset when you get presented with a character like this and you have to kind of figure out how you're going to go about it and create this person's unique story?
Yeah, I think I was so excited when I first read Pippa because I just thought, you know, a lot of what Alicia was saying, the writing was so detailed. I could relate a lot to it. And I think in shooting it, because she's such a complicated, multifaceted person who's very different around people, the biggest thing that I was learning as I was working was just like you just keep track of one thing at a time. I think initially I thought, oh my God, how can I possibly keep track of all these facets of hers? But that's not really how people are. You know, when somebody is such a shapeshifter, they really just focus on whatever shape they are at that moment. And learning that was really exciting and freeing, I think.
I love that term shapeshifter. I think that's a great description of your character. And all of you, thank you all so much for your time, Catalisa, Sonia, you all are the best. I can't wait for people to watch this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time and your graciousness.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.